Hello and welcome to grammar class. Today's topic is distancing with passive reporting verbs. But what is a reporting verb in the first place? Well, as the name suggests, a reporting verb is a verb that reports or conveys the action of speaking. A reporting verb reports someone's statement. In other words, it tells us that someone said something. Remember, reporting verbs are used both in the direct and the indirect speech. A reporting verb also mentions the source of the information or the statement that it conveys. Now let me give you some examples of reporting verbs used in different ways. The Prime Minister said, "We are a peace-loving nation." In this sentence, said is the reporting verb of the direct speech, "We are a peace-loving nation." And the subject of the reporting verb, the Prime Minister, is the source or speaker of the statement. In the next example too, said is the reporting verb of the indirect narration that he was hungry. I told him that it was very cold there. In this sentence of the indirect speech, told is the reporting verb followed by its object, him. The next example is a simple sentence with just one finite verb. She promised to help him. Here, promised is the reporting verb followed by the infinitive to help. And then in the sentence, father advised me caution, advised is the reporting verb followed by the objects me and caution. In this way, there are many other reporting verbs in English such as warn, demand, suggest, recommend, allege, remark, ask, argue, inform, deny, state, explain, emphasize, propose, and agree, etc. Now, what is distancing in English grammar? You see, the word distancing simply means creating a distance. So, in English grammar, distancing is the technique or language of creating a distance from the information or fact that is being reported. But why do you create a distance or distance yourself from the information or fact that you are reporting? Well, the distancing language detaches or separates the speaker from the responsibility of the information or statement that he or she is reporting. But then the question arises, why do we need to use the distancing language? So let me explain the concept further. You see, in news reporting and modern writing, when the information you are reporting is uncertain and unreliable, or the source of the information is not known, we use the distancing language or distancing expressions so that we do not have to take the responsibility for the information. So we understand that distancing helps the reporter to distance himself from the responsibility or the accountability for the information or the fact he is reporting. We use the passive voice of reporting verbs such as believe, say, consider, report, claim, expect, think, etc. very commonly as a distancing technique. In English grammar, there are three sentence patterns of passive reporting verbs for distancing. Number 1, eat plus passive reporting verb plus that plus clause. In this pattern, the sentence begins with the pronoun eat followed by the passive reporting verb and then comes the that clause. For example, it is believed that the soul is immortal. In this sentence, the reporting verb believe is in the passive voice simple present tense. This is the language of distancing. The passive reporting verb indicates that the believer is not known, but the speaker is distancing himself from this belief. And then it was expected that he would mend his ways. The speaker does not mention who had this expectation. The source of this expectation is not known to us. Instead of saying I expected, the speaker is distancing himself from this expectation by using the passive reporting verb here. In the sentence, it has been announced that the examinations will be held next month. the reporting verb announce has been used in the passive voice before the information the examination will be held next month. The speaker does not mention here who made this announcement. He is not taking the responsibility for this information. Why? Because he is not sure of the veracity or truth of this information. In this way, the passive reporting verb is used as a distancing expression. The second sentence pattern with the passive reporting verb for distancing is the subject plus passive reporting verb plus to infinitive. Take for example the first sentence, he is said to be the best player of our team. In this sentence, the reporting verb say is used in the passive voice after the subject he, and the passive reporting verb is said is followed by the infinitive to be. But from the passive reporting verb here, it's not clear who says that he is the best player of our team. The speaker does not attribute this statement to any particular person, but he is distancing himself from this statement. In the next sentence, the prisoner was reported to have fled. The passive reporting verb was reported comes after the subject, the prisoner. But here we have a perfect infinitive, to have fled, after the passive reporting verb. But here the speaker is not taking the responsibility for this information. It may not even be true, because we do not know who reported this news. The sentence, this car is claimed to have the best safety features, also contains the passive reporting verb is claimed after the subject, this car. The passive reporting verb is claimed indicates that it's a claim by the manufacturer and it may not be true. In the last example, God is believed to exist everywhere. The reporting verb believe is used in the passive voice. Here the passive reporting verb does not attribute this belief to any specific individual. The speaker does not project it as his personal belief. Another sentence pattern with the passive reporting verb for distancing is there plus the passive reporting verb followed by the to infinitive. For example, there are said to be many solar systems in the universe. In this sentence, the introductory there is followed by the passive of the reporting verb say plus a to infinitive and other words. The use of the passive reporting verb as a distancing expression indicates that the information is unreliable and uncertain. The speaker is not taking the responsibility for this information. He seems to suggest, I am not saying this, nor is he mentioning any specific source of this information. So this is the purpose of the distancing language. There was believed to be an insider's hand in the bank robbery. In this sentence also, the reporting verb was believed is in the passive voice. The speaker suggests that it's not his personal belief. He doesn't know whether this belief is justified and true. He is merely conveying the information without taking any responsibility for its authenticity or truth. There are thought to be countless unidentified creatures in the ocean. Here too, the passive reporting verb are thought is used as a distancing expression. The speaker doesn't know if this thought is reliable, if this fact is true, so he is not subscribing to this thought, but mentioning it as a general belief. In this way, we learn that when the speaker is not convinced about the truth or authenticity of a statement or information, he uses the passive reporting verb in different sentence structures as a distancing expression. He conveys the information or the fact but creates a distance from it and does not take any responsibility for its truth. Finally, we are going to learn a few other common distancing expressions in English. Some adverbs such as apparently, allegedly, and reportedly, etc. are used as distancing expressions. For example, when we say, apparently the pilot was responsible for the air crash, we express a strong suspicion about the pilot's role behind the accident. But the expression apparently indicates that our suspicion may not be true. And then she has allegedly lied before the inquiry commission. The adverb allegedly shows that it's just an allegation, and the speaker does not confirm or corroborate it. Similarly, the sheep has reportedly gone missing. The speaker is not sure about the authenticity of this information, so he uses the adverb reportedly to distance himself from the information. According to the new research, prolonged sitting is very harmful. Well, here I am not sure whether this information or fact is true or not. So I am using the phrase according to as a distancing expression. I am placing the onus of this information on the new research. The verbs seem and appear are also used as distancing expressions because they indicate possibility. There seems or appears to be some foul play behind his death. Here foul play is just a possibility, but it may not be true. And then it would seem or appear that the election was not free and fair. The speaker thinks that there is a possibility that the election was not free and fair, but it may not be true. No wonder he uses the distancing language of seem or appear and does not confirm the possibility. We can also use modals may or might for distancing. For example, he may or might have been kidnapped for ransom. The speaker is suggesting a possibility with the use of may or might, but it may not be true. He is not taking any responsibility for the information. That's it. I hope you liked the video. Please be sure to like, comment, share and subscribe to our channel. And do not forget to click the notification bell for more such grammar content. Thanks for watching.